What's up, everybody? Back at it again with another video. If you guys saw the last couple videos, I just bought this Camaro earlier this year. Drove it home from San Francisco all the way back to Michigan, and I just put these wheels on it. They look great, but if you remember me saying in the previous video of putting the wheels on, I drove it for about 5 miles and they were already absolutely covered in brake dust. It honestly looks better on camera than it does in real life. I mean, they stop okay, but they're loud and obnoxious, and they squeal, and all the holes and slots they don't have holes anymore, they're just filled in. They squeal and grind, and brake dust is out of control. So it drove me nuts enough to do brakes way sooner than I planned on. I do plan on making this car like a 10-second stick car, but I don't have the need for $2 for TBMs right now. I do want to put TBMs on it eventually, but I'm still doing an 8-speed swap to my truck, and I got to put a 6.4 in the truck this year, and I'm not putting any power to this car this year really, besides gonna drive it, do these little things. So I ended up going with one of my other budget favorite setups, and I don't have them out right now, but they are Powerstop. I think they're Z26s or whatever. It's a Powerstop kit. They make them for pretty much every vehicle out there. They're drilled and slotted rotors, carbon ceramic pads, absolutely no brake dust, fantastic rotors, fantastic pads. I run them on my truck, we run them on my wife's car, I put them on a couple other vehicles. No brake dust, they stop fantastically, they don't warp. The holes never fill, the holes never crack, they're fantastic brakes. And I also got red powder coated calipers because I think they look good. Anyways, I'm kind of on a time crunch at the moment. I need these brakes on ASAP, and I'm gonna go do them at work. There's nothing special about these brakes. They're a direct swap replacement. The calipers are factory calipers, they're just remanned and powder coated. The brakes are factory size, they're factory everything. So they bolt right up. So there's nothing special about them. So I don't really need to go in depth about a brake job because I'm assuming that most of you already know how to do a brake job by now. And if you don't, there's millions of videos out there how to do a brake job. I'm doing this on my work. I'm gonna put it on the hoist. I'm gonna do it kind of quickly, and I'll have a time lapse or whatever, and then I'll go through the process of how to break them in and all that kind of stuff afterwards. Right now I'm gonna load these up and get them to my work and start putting them on. Especially with the T-tops off, this is not the best car to be transporting big boxes in, and I say T-tops off because it takes away a lot of my storage space. All right, so these are what's on it right now. They're a drilled and slotted rotor, and like I said, they act okay, but they're just getting low, and like there's so much brake dust. I've only driven this car maybe 100 miles. I mean, it's pretty bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rears first. I'll show you guys the pads and stuff. All right, so like I said, they're Powerstop, the whole Powerstop kit. These are the powder coated calipers. So these are front, actually these are rear. Just a stock application setup, just powder coated red. Here are the rotors. Drilled and slotted. This whole entire thing for front, rear pads, rotors, calipers was 800 bucks. I mean, it's a great budget thing to do, I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and get going on these, and I'll just put you guys in a time lapse. Alright, brakes are on all the way around. Calipers are officially on, bolted on, and a buddy of mine here helped me bleed them. So they're all bled. Just gotta throw the wheels on. These are kind of a pain. I gotta jack it up again on the rear end while it's still in the hoist so I can put it on at right height, because otherwise it hits this. So I'm gonna have to take care of that, but I'm running out of time, so put the wheels on and then we will go out and drive it. All right, guys. Frick yes, this looks 10 times better. The transformation of this car has gotten pretty unreal already. I'm going to put you guys on the GoPro and put you on the top of the G-top so you guys can see the process for bedding these and breaking these in and whatnot for them to be at optimal performance. And yeah, let's get to it. Powerstops says to do 5 40 to 10 mile an hour hard stops, and then 5 35 to 5 mile an hour hard stops. Never coming to a complete stop, but doing those 10 times technically, and then driving for 5 or so minutes to let them cool down as much as possible. So thankfully I'm on a decent road where I can pretty much do it and then cruise for a while. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, now we're good to go. Alright guys, she's officially good. Did like 10 hard stops like you saw, and then drove it for like, I drove it for a little more than 5 minutes just to get them as cool as possible. They all look to be wearing good, don't make any noises or nothing, and it looks super good, I think. Especially back here. I'm gonna clean these wheels. I'm gonna let them cool down just a little more so when I spray the wheels I don't like get water on them and cool them even more. But if you can't tell, dark car, chrome wheels, red calipers. Dark car, chrome wheels, red calipers, Powerstops. Dark car, chrome clads, red caliper Powerstops. If you can't tell, it's kind of the theme around here. My wife likes it on her car and I love it. I love the look. I've had Powerstops on my truck. Now granted, they make Powerstops for every single vehicle. The pads they use are going to be a little different depending on if it's a truck, if you're towing, if it's a big horsepower car. I put them on in 2020. So they've been on actually it was February 2020, so it's been 4 years already. And I've driven the crap out of them. I've taken it to the drag strip and stopped it from 100 miles an hour, probably thousands of times at this point. If you guys are familiar with Impalas, especially this style, no matter what kind of brakes you put on this car, they warp. She's had these on her car for 2, if not 3 years already. I think it's been 2. They don't warp. They act great. So I think Powerstops are one of the best budget brake upgrades you could do for your vehicle. They're affordable. Like I just put pads and rotors, Powerstops on my dad's car, not calipers, just pads and rotors for like 400 bucks all the way around for a Fusion. You go to a dealership, you're gonna pay 1,000 bucks for labor and pads and rotors. Ask me how I know, I work at one. So I think they're a great upgrade. Like I said, I'm eventually gonna do TBMs to this thing. But for now, it's a stock power plant. It's a stock car pretty much. And I like the red. I needed brakes ASAP. and I just wanted to do it. I wanted to do it on this car before I got too serious with it. It was 800 bucks out the door. It's great. So they're gonna act fine now. About 400, 500-ish miles. They're gonna be even better. They're gonna be really broken in and wore in. But otherwise, went great, had no issues. And I highly recommend this for not only your Camaro, but every other vehicle like what we do. So, hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Holy frick.